Good afternoon. It is Debbie Davis. It is May 28th, 2026. Okay, so I once again had a, I've talked about all of the targeting that I've had with the police. Okay, so I think I have about 150 videos of me being stalked in Minnesota, illegal surveillance with the police. This is an emergency situation now because this this just can't go on. It's everywhere I go, every city, every so the other day, um, when I was just coming back from Minnesota, getting the rest of my stuff out of storage there, I was just pulled over sleeping in a car, which is that's what you're supposed to do when you're tired. And a police officer comes knocking on the door and starts demanding that I get out. Okay, I wasn't illegally parked. I wasn't doing anything illegal. I was sleeping. Okay, your car is your private property, and it'd be like a police officer just knocking on your door, which is your house, your private property, and just demanding that you come out for no reason. Okay, there wasn't. I wasn't doing anything. Okay, then I did go out and he started beating me up. Okay, so I got bruises all over, right here, um, here, uh, here. Okay, I have bruises everywhere. Okay, he started beating me up, and then he tried to say that I was disorderly. Okay, this is attempted murder, is what this is. Okay, this has to be an emergency situation with the police there. This is political targeting, clearly, and I was just sleeping. Okay, so it, I am, so I mean, if you go on my channel, I have all of the different times that I have been illegally stalked in Minnesota. Okay, so this is political targeting now, and remember there was that situation with Melissa Hortman, where she voted against something that somebody didn't like, and a week later she's dead. Okay, so and then it involved an unmarked police vehicle that pulled up to her house at 11 o'clock at night, and um, they killed her, right, and her husband. So, and I mean, the only the only people that have the unmarked vehicles, the only agency that has the unmarked vehicles is the state police. So I mean, where did they? And they admit they have some unmarked vehicles. So I mean, it seems obvious to me that somehow this guy got this unmarked vehicle that killed her from the state police. So it seems to me that the state police were involved in that situation. I'm lucky I got out of this alive. I mean, I had to. It just goes on and on and on, and they will not leave me alone. It's illegal surveillance everywhere I go. It's Verizon. I mean, there's two times now where I've been at the Verizon store, and there's a cop in the parking lot. So I believe that Verizon is also involved in giving my location to the police. There's, these tech companies, Apple, they must be involved in the illegal surveillance. I mean, because it seems like they know where I am everywhere. Okay, and I don't know how to stop it. I can't always put my phone in a Faraday cage. They're literally stalking me everywhere I go. It's okay. So I mean, so this is the situation in Minnesota where I was just at a um, and where I was just sitting in a waiting room, and this Somali woman starts making a scene, and I was just sitting there waiting for a ride, and all of a sudden
For a disturbance.
okay, and they all of a sudden the cops show up, and I was creating a disturbance. No, I was just sitting there waiting for a ride. Like, they literally stalk me everywhere, everywhere I go, everywhere. I can't even go into a business and sit and wait for a ride. Okay, A disturbance?
I don't know this
No,
woman.
it
I'm sitting
was.
here waiting for a ride.
I said I was just sitting here waiting for
That's
a
it.
ride. I wasn't
I
doing
don't know
anything.
this woman.
So there's that.
Okay.
I
Never
don't.
met her in my life.
I didn't know
So
this
I
woman.
have no idea what she's talking about.
She started making a scene. Yeah, it was. She started making a scene. I was just in there in a business. Okay, I was just in a public business, just minding my own business, just sitting there.
This crazy woman is in the here.
No, I bitch.
I didn't do anything.
Oh yeah,
to you.
she's
I'm just
calling
sitting
me
here waiting
names,
for a
but
ride.
I'm creating a disturbance. I was just sitting there.
I didn't do anything.
She starts calling me names, but I'm creating the disturbance. Okay, this is, and it just goes on and on and on, and then in okay, then in Minnesota, in Richfield, Minnesota, I talked about this situation here, where I was there. My friend John's mother passed, and I was there. I had permission to be in the house, and all of a sudden they come knocking on the door, just like what they did with my car. There, just knocking on the door, demanding to come in the house, and I was like, I have permission to be here, and you don't have a warrant or a search or anything. I'm not doing anything illegal. I had full permission, verbally and written by John, for me to be there. He was out checking some of his stuff in a different state. I mean, he was just gone for a while, and I had permission to be there, and somebody, his sisters or somebody, you know, I don't know, but I had full permission to be there, and they demanded to come in the house and search the house without a warrant. So that happened in Richfield,
Talk to the police.
and they demanded
I
they
don't have to
wouldn't.
talk to you.
I said I don't have to talk to you. You
I
don't have to.
tell you my name. I don't have to tell you anything.
I had full permission to be there, verbal and written. They demanded to come in. It's like they're, it would be like them just knocking on your door, wherever you live, or in your car, which is your private property, and just demanding that they come in. So this is, but yeah, I mean, this is, for me, this has gone on for years in Minnesota. The police have to be dealt with there. This is political targeting. It's illegal. I got beat up just for, it's better. I wasn't illegally parked. I was sleeping. Okay, this is insanity, and they have to be stopped. Okay, they're too dangerous. They're too dangerous. Okay, it's just, I mean, I've shown on my channel, Debbie Davis, Arizona National Guard whistleblower, I've shown all of the times I've been.
They still don't stop. And
Yeah,
they still don't stop.
Okay, it's
Police.
unmarked cop. That was
Psychopaths. Total psychopaths.
unmarked
They
cop
will not.
beside me. That was when I was in Minnesota.
The harassment.
Okay.
Another CIA person following me on the left.
And then I have these Dodge Chargers. Okay, this is called political targeting, and it's illegal, and they have to be stopped. They're too dangerous. Okay. And then like they do these things where they everywhere I go, they're either following me
Stage show by now.
or they're like on the side of the road creating a show or something.
Stage show.
It's called a stage show. They're just like it's basically more harassment, letting them know that we're watching you everywhere you go. Okay, that's what they do. It's intimidation tactics and harassment. It's not like they know they have no reason to pull me over, but they're letting me know that they're watching me. So so I call them stage shows. I mean, this is totally insanity. I think the most targeted person in the whole country. I mean, it is everywhere that I go. It is illegal. It's just too much. They have to be dealt with. And I've talked about all the other people in Minnesota that it wasn't just George Floyd. There was Ricky Cobb and several other, like 8 or 9 people that were killed in police custody or illegally pulled over, and they tried to call their lawyer. Ricky Cobb's situation was he tried to call his lawyer, and when tried to drive off and the police shot him. But I mean, I don't know, there were these, they won't show this, and then they withhold the footage on top of it, so they've never showed the footage of exactly what happened there. And this is what they've done as well, and they'll withhold footage of what really happened, to make themselves not look so bad. It's really, really, really scary. Okay, they're extremely, extremely dangerous, and they have to be dealt with. They're killing people. They almost killed me. Okay, and this is not the first time. Okay, and it's just they're stalking me everywhere.
In the back where they sit and they watch the cameras.
You were the one who let the police in. Yeah, why were there
And then I was at the VA,
'Cause after I
like
saw
a year
the
ago or
documentary,
something, and
there was
and the police, I saw the police coming out of the medical records area, and like 2 weeks later there was a VA breach of Social Security numbers. Okay, that was a situation there in Minnesota as well, and all of our it was a national data breach, and I was like, I saw the police coming out of the medical record area. They're not supposed to be in there, that. So yeah, that's that. So it just goes on and on and on. They have to be dealt with. They're too dangerous. They're killing people, and there's no accountability. Okay, so this is just, there's just so many times. I have so many videos on my channel, in my shorts and in my regular videos.
state trooper that works
It's the
for
state
Tim
police.
Walz.
They're either beside me or behind me, or
Tim Walz works.
it's just insane, and they're just, so I mean, you can look on my channel, but it's literally like I think I have 100 videos of Minnesota police, either the sheriffs or the state police or regular. I mean, and I don't I'm not trying to create enemies. It's just they're constantly targeting me. I mean, I was a whistleblower years ago. I mean, yes, I have this channel, but that's because I'm constantly trying to protect myself from this harassment ever since I became a whistleblower. And it just goes on and on and on and on. And they just are never stopped. I mean, people in Minnesota are threatened, feel threatened, because of the fraud. And, these things, this has to stop. This has to stop. They're too dangerous. And I wasn't illegally parked. I was sleeping. It's insanity. Okay, it's insanity, and it has to stop.